Welcome back to RXMuscle's Iron Road to the Arnold Classic 2019, brought to you by Redcon One. I'm Dave Palumbo. Today's guest is a good friend to the show. He is the defending Arnold Classic Men's Physique champion. Man, I'm talking about Andre Ferguson. What's up?
What's going on, dude?
You ready to do battle? I can see your face is very sucked out. That usually is a good indicator that you're in very good shape.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Let's review. You had a great year last year. You won the Arnold Classic as predicted here on the show. I was very proud of you. You look phenomenal. You kind of pretty much blew away all the top guys in the men's physique sport.
You were one of the only guys who had me in first too. Prior to the show.
I know your abilities. That's why. And you brought it. You put down all the top guys, you beat them down, and we had a little interview going into the Olympia. You predicted that Jeremy would not beat his best. You actually even insinuated that he probably shouldn't even do the show. You were right. He wasn't at his best at the Olympia. He got beat. Unfortunately, you were not the man to beat him. A lot of people aren't aware of what happened because you did our interview show I think it was a week or two out from the Olympia, and you had told us you were suffering with a little bit of a staph infection. Give me the story of what happened at the Olympia.
At the Olympia, I just wasn't, the antibiotics were just killing me, dude. I lost like 10 pounds from 10 days out to the Olympia just from the antibiotics. And like the first 2 days I got out of the hospital, I couldn't even eat. Like the antibiotics were really killing me.
You had very strong ones you were taking. It wasn't like the typical ones for a sore throat. You had some serious ones.
Yeah, dude, I had an open wound on stage, Dave.
I didn't know that, yeah.
Like that wasn't closed and they didn't stitch it because that's the drain.
Which is going to cause a lot of inflammation in the body, regardless of what you do to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Now, what did you weigh at the Arnold Classic last year when you won?
184, 185.
Okay, and you beat everyone. You beat everyone in the lineup except for obviously Jeremy wasn't in the show. But
I was the smallest guy in the top 6.
You were, and the shortest one for sure. You blew everyone away at 184, 185. Now you come to the Olympia. You were I think you were predicting about 189, right, for that show? 188?
Dude, I should have been 189, 190 on that stage.
Which would have been about a 4 or 5 pound weight gain, from the Arnold, which would have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt you probably would have matched up, against Brandon Hendrickson very well, seeing that you beat him already earlier in the year.
Yeah, I agree with all of that.
Was that tough for you emotionally to handle that, knowing that this was the biggest show of your life? Here was your chance to win the Olympia. Jeremy was off. It had to hurt. I have to believe it hurt.
From that standpoint, yes. But, honestly, it didn't hurt from the standpoint that, honestly, I didn't even belong on that stage and I still took 5th.
Why'd you compete? Why didn't you back out?
Because it's just not me. Like, first of all, I'm hard-headed, so I was fighting that shit, Dave. Like, yeah. I was really fighting it. I thought that, honestly, I thought I could pull it off, dude.
Yeah. Were you pissed off when people were critiquing you like, oh, Andre's done, You know how people do. You win one big show, you come into another one, you're not as good. People are like, oh, that's the end of him, he's done. Were you pissed off when you were reading that?
But, this is my thing. I didn't win one big show. I have 10 wins, Dave. I've won every show but the Olympia.
I know. You and I know that, but other people don't.
So to write me off after one bad showing is like, okay, all right, y'all hold on to that.
And you're not a guy to make excuses. Like I'm bringing up the story because I think it's important that people know that you weren't at your best.
It is what it is. Like I don't feel no way about my Olympia placing. I'm happy for the circumstances. Getting 5th place, that was a win to me.
Sure.
I looked at it like this. When I got 5th place, I was like, thank God I don't have to go into that point race.
Now, you and Brandon got into it pretty heavily at the Olympia press conference. I mean, it really got personal between you two guys. Is there still this bad blood there, or have you guys made amends?
No, we good now, Dave.
Are you good now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You guys, how did you guys smooth things over?
We just talked about some bullshit that was going on, and look, David, it was a real situation between me and him, right?
Yeah.
But if nobody really is gonna fight, it's fake. So it's like, what are we really beefing about here?
Right.
We're grown ass men. We're not just gonna sit here and talk shit back and forth, bro. It's over. Let's just dead it now.
The funny thing is that you guys have very similar physiques, the two of you.
Yeah. For the most part,
match up really well, the both of you.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Much better than the way you match up with, Ray Edmonds is so much taller than you guys. And then you got you two that are about the same height, same physique-ish, looking. proportions. So you guys do match up very well on stage.
When we're both on, I think it's the best matchup in men's physique.
Yeah, I think right now that's probably, you're right. I would agree. Now, obviously, Brandon not in this lineup in the Arnold Classic. You're coming in here going up against a guy who plays second at the Olympia, Ray Edmonds. He just won a show in Medellin, Colombia last week. A little more momentum in his corner. I have to believe that, you know, you're the defending champion. The matchup has to be between you two guys going into this show. What are you looking to weigh on stage in Columbus?
186, 187.
All right, which is around your best. That's where you seem to shine.
It's a little, like, I will have a little bit more quality muscle and just, yo, Dave, I'm just going to have that normal pop you usually used to me having.
Right.
We haven't even, like, my carb, like, we've totally killed the carbs right now, but in the last 2 weeks, like, my carbs haven't been going over 200. So when I actually force that 400, 600, 800 carbs into my body, it's just gonna expand.
Right. Now, is it a disadvantage in men's physique to be shorter than someone else? I mean, is that a problem for you, given that he has this momentum, given that he was second place at the Olympia, or do you think when you get on that stage, the judges judge what's up there?
I think when I'm on, nobody's better than me. I bring my A game, no one beats me.
So far, when you have brought your A game, no one has beaten you. So that's a pretty good prediction on your part. You know, people get angry when you make these predictions, but I got to be honest with you. You've never been wrong. Not in the last couple of years, at least.
But look, I can understand someone get mad if I'm throwing shade or taking shots at someone. I mentioned no one when I said if I'm at my best, I'm at my A game, no one beats me. I'm not directing it at anyone.
Right. You've also been very complimentary towards Raymond Edwards. If anything, every time I ask you about him, you always say he's one of the guys that you're worried about. I mean, that he's the guy that you think is dangerous out there.
That's my guy, and he's got a dope physique, Dave. It is what it is, bro. I'm not a hater, dude. If you look dope, I'm gonna say you look dope.
Yeah. Why do you beat Raymond Edwards then? What's better about your physique than his physique?
I don't know individually. Dave, I just got a shit ton of quality muscle, detail, and definition. When you see it on stage and I got the pop, it's really hard to beat.
What's the what's your thinking in terms of I don't want to look past the Arnold yet, but let's assume you do very well at the Arnold. We won't jinx you or anything like that. Let's say you do very well at the Arnold. Going into the Olympia now, knowing that Brandon is in the driver's seat, do you feel more comfortable going in against him than, say, a Jeremy Buendia that seemed to be unbeatable when he was at his best?
Dude, I'm there to get first. Everybody can get it. It doesn't matter who's there.
Do you think Jeremy will come back this year?
Not this year, but yes, I think he will come back.
You do.
Yo, Dave, he had to go chase the bag, man. He had to go chase the money. And it's totally understandable because a lot of money was going past him because he was competing. So he said to him, look, you're not going to make a future on stage money, Dave.
Right.
I don't make my living off of stage money. I make a good living. It's not off of the stage. So I don't care what the show checks are. Someone like Jeremy now, he put the stage on pause. Dude's getting a stupid amount of money out here.
Yeah. What is he making? What is his business? What is he doing money? Where is he making money from?
He's got a really, really good clothing brand that's big. It's $1 million business, multi-million-dollar business. Oh, wow. And he's got a coaching platform that's crazy. Like, dude drives a Lambo.
Yeah, he's a good businessman, without a doubt. And I think that, like you said, at the end of the day, that's how you make your living.
He put the right people around him.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Dave, I tell people this all the time. When it comes to the actual business aspect of things, you should have people that are smarter than you around you.
You should definitely put smarter people around you than dumber people. I think that's the problem. A lot of times people put dumber people around them. Because
too many people are worried about putting their friends and their family in those positions.
I think you're right. That's
Dude, if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Very wise words. Well, Andre, as always, we're rooting for you up there. I'd love to see you come home with another Arnold Classic victory.
We're going back to back, Dave. We're going back to back.
All right, bro. You heard it here. Andre Ferguson predicting victory at the Arnold Classic. I'm Dave Palumbo with another installment of RXMuscle's Iron Road to the Arnold Classic 2016. Brought to you by Andre Ferguson. We'll see you next time. Take care. I'll see you in Columbus.
Take it easy, Dave.